Why you can't breeze through life forever. So look, there's going to come a point in your life where you just want to actually start doing things that are more within your moral compass. You want to start taking chances, risks that align with your values and who you want to be. And eventually it does come to everybody. You know, it's up to yourself when you decide to take this journey, you decide to take this route. But, you know, sometimes you do need a bit of guidance along the way. And as somebody who's now on that journey, trying to find out what I really want to do, who I really am, and what I want to get out of this world, I think it's only fair for me to come on here and speak about it and just see how we get on. So there was a long period in my life where I just got away with just being charming, charismatic, having curly hair. And that was literally my personality for a long time. And you know what, it still kind of is, and I still do use it, but I'm at a point now where I want to start adding and developing myself a little bit more, rather than just depending on social skills and looks, to be quite honest. And the hardest thing about this is you don't really know where to start, because when it comes to changing everything about yourself, it's quite frightening and it's quite hard to do. And that's the thing I'm kind of figuring out now, coming up to a year of sobriety. You don't really know who you are. You don't really know who you are, you don't really know who you want to be, and you're kind of stuck in this purgatory where you're still not quite the person that you once were, but you're not quite the person that you're trying to be just yet. So you're in a limbo state, you're trying to figure out, right, okay, so I've started, but how do I keep going? And I think it's important to be at this point as well, because look, you can go out and you can party as much as you want for as long as you want, and you can keep doing the same things, hanging around with the same people who actually don't share your interests, but you have a common connection when it comes to alcohol and substances or whatever else it might be. I don't find that fulfilling, and for the longest time, maybe when I hit about 23, maybe even earlier 22, I didn't really enjoy it. I just liked the idea of being around people and connecting with people. Hence why it took me so long to get out of it, because we're creatures of habits, you know? We're creatures of habits. We don't want to not do what everybody else does. We want to be part of the crowd. Because when you're not part of the crowd, you stick out. And if you stick out, well then, you're an easy target. Best way to put it. There's nothing wrong with sticking out. There's nothing wrong with trying to do what you want to do and trying to get out of this world what you want. Because what you want isn't actually the exact same as what somebody else wants. That's the bottom line there. When it comes to changing yourself and figuring out who you want to be, you need to prioritize your needs over your wants. So for example, if you're the type of person that says, you know what, I really need this chocolate because I've had a terrible day. You don't need the chocolate, you want the chocolate. What you need is to eat whole foods and to eat well. I need some alcohol, I just had a very tough week. No, you don't need alcohol. Nobody needs alcohol, you want it. There's a difference. I really believe those type of little mental changes are the beginning of your journey, because you really need to figure out with yourself if you want to do this. Rather more if you need to do this as well. Because there comes a point where you need to look at yourself and you're saying, right, I'm not happy with where I am. I'm not happy with what I'm doing. I'm not happy with the people I associate with. I'm not happy about my overall status as a person, spiritually, mentally, physically. They're not aligning whatsoever. And then it's one of them things where it's like, right, well, how do I go about changing this? How do I see where I want to really be in this world? How do I start to achieve it? And a lot of times that can be quite daunting, because it's the first step. You know, and I'm a big believer in believing in your gut. So your stomach, your body, everything around you, it tells you things almost immediately. And a lot of times it's true. You take a look into yourself right now, and you remember when somebody walked into your life and straight away there was red flags going up, hair standing up on your body, a bit of anxiety about speaking to them, even though they came with a really nice smile, a good face, you know, they said all the right things, there was still something up here that said, stay away, danger. That's the type of feeling you need to lock into. That's the type of gut feeling that I'm speaking about right now, because if you're able to start using that and start to figure out how to bring it out even more organically and just kind of use it when you need it, that is a superpower. It really is. Like, we as humans have superpowers, and your gut feeling is one of them. So I really believe that you should go off, try different things, try new things, and you'll know when doing them. You'll feel it within yourself, you'll feel it within your actual aura that this is for you, or you'll feel straight away that's not for you, and that's okay as well, because at the same time, I know that life is just trial and error. That's how you kind of get better at it. That's how you start to see yourself really flourish and to become the person you want to be. So yeah, just try new things, see what actually works out for you, and see what you enjoy as well, because like life is about enjoying it. You know, it's I feel as humans we deep life way too much sometimes. Like it doesn't need to be that difficult. It doesn't need to be all doom and gloom. Like you could literally just go outside like I'm doing right now, just speak to a camera, just vent a little bit, and you feel better. It's good, you know? Like getting off your phone. If you're averaging more than 3 hours screen time, you know, there's a lot of time to cut off away from that. And also your phone is just basically designed to suck you in and to take you away from what you want to do. When you're locked into your phone, you really are just being brainwashed into staying in and watching these stupid videos that have no relevance and that you can't even remember the last 5 or 10 of them that you really watched as well. You know, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So what I'm saying now to yourself is, have a sit down with yourself, write down what you really want from this world, manifest it, and also give yourself a bit of direction. Because if you're gonna go into this like a headless chicken and just kind of, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna wing this, you know, it's not gonna work like that. You need a bit of structure. I'm someone who hates structure. I really dislike it, and I'm still trying to figure out how to bring structure into my life because I like chaos. I like the fear of the unknown, just waking up one day and being like, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. It could be something amazing, it could be something terrible, but I don't know. I really enjoy that I really enjoy the sense of randomness that can come with it, but it's not worth it. You can have a bit of chaos at some point in your life, but if your whole life is chaos, you'll never get anything done. So yeah, that's my advice there. Best of luck on your journey, and fingers crossed I'll catch you at the top.